We serve a big world with growing needs. And we see the big picture, that a world with over 7.5 billion people today and nearly 10 billion by 2050 needs to grow more food and to grow food more efficiently. Nutrien will be there to help. We have more than 20,000 people committed to making sustainable food production a reality by working with growers to deliver bigger, healthier harvests each year. Nutrien is the world's largest integrated provider of crop inputs, insights, and services. And even though food production is as old as civilization, we treat each day as a new opportunity for discovery and innovation. Nutrien operates 4 interrelated business units: retail, potash, nitrogen, and phosphate. We are a global company with more than 24 production facilities, over 1,600 retail locations, and distribution centers, investments, and partnerships on 6 continents. Combined, these 4 business units make it possible for Nutrien to provide customers with an efficient, reliable supply from people who know the demand of producing corn in North America, soybeans in Brazil, or rice in Asia. Where crops are growing, Nutrien is growing too. Because in the big picture, we're working together to grow our world from the ground up.
Tansei, my relatives, it's your favorite auntie, Natanis Piepot, coming to you live from Wanuskewin Heritage Park. Happy National Indigenous Peoples Day. Today we're doing things a little bit different because of COVID. We're bringing you amazing performances from some amazing artists here in Saskatchewan.
Hi everyone, my name is Janelle Mandis. I'm from Beardy's and Okamas's Cree Nation here in Treaty 6 territory in the homeland of the Métis. So first up, we're going to be introducing you our senior interpretive guide, Honey Constant, who will be interpreting the plaza statues. Stay tuned.
Wanuskewin, Natanis and Janelle. Honey Constant at Desigasun, Pakta Hasagaganekotania. Hello everyone, my name is Honey Constant. I'm from Sturgeon Lake. I'm one of the senior guides here at Wanuskewin. And today we're going to kick off our walking tour through the valley with our statues. So our statues are here, and these are representing the bison jump that we're standing on. Here at Wanuskewin, we have 2. So when you walk up to our front doors, you'll see these guys right here. There's a baby, a female and a male right behind me, because this was actually a bison driveline where up to 2,500 years ago, we used to run bison off this hill as a way of communal hunting. Now, there's other statues behind me. There's a woman holding a piece of hide above her head. It was her job to startle the bison. And it was a very, very important job, because if you startled the bison too soon, they are very much like teenagers. If you upset them, they're upset for days. So you can't restart trying to hunt for a couple days, which is a problem. The most important part of this bison jump is the bison calf runner. Our bison calf runner is behind me. He is hunched over, wearing horns and a bison robe, and it is his job to lure the bison to the jump area by emulating their bison calf calls and covering himself completely head to toe in bison fat. So that is a quick little rundown of our bison jumps here at Wanuskewin. Back to our first dancer, SCRIBE with grass dance.
Wow, what amazing, talented performers. It's nice to see Chris like out of his university professor gig and his
Yeah, out
grass
of his
dancing
element.
gig. He's
Yeah.
a really good dancer. I didn't know. So yeah, hey to Chris.
So we're also live streaming this. So if you guys are watching from home or from your vehicle or however you're spending National Indigenous Peoples Day, feel free to drop a comment and we'll give out shout outs throughout the show.
And also, we just wanted to say, introduce ourselves to you guys in case you didn't know who we were. My name is Natanis Paipot. I'm a Neheo Isqueo from Paipot Cree Nation. I'm a journalist. I've done work for APTN, National News, CBC, CTV, Vice, and Eagle Feather News. And I've had the pleasure of working with Janelle ever since we started Inca, like it seems like 12 years ago. So I'll let her talk a little bit about herself too, because she's an excellent reporter.
If I talk about myself, the show would be ending. So
Just going on for hours and hours. It's not about me or the time I did this or the time I did that. But anyways, just
yes,
kidding.
I'm the editor of Eagle Feather News. So Natanis has been one of my freelancers, but her and I go way back, like back to the Indian Communication Arts, also known as Inca days. So that's how we first met, and we kind of done a lot of journalistic work together throughout the years. So it's nice to be sitting with my friend again.
Aw, thank you so much. Before I let you introduce our next amazing performer, I just wanted to give a shout out to Helen Oro for letting me wear this amazing piece of art that's traveled internationally. It's beautiful, and I was like, is this too much? But you can never have too much Helen Oro. She's amazing, so thank you, girl.
Support Indigenous, support locals. So I'm
That's
wearing a
true,
dress
Tapway.
made from TOOTOOSIS. She's very incredible and very talented, very mad skills that girl has. So
I know I'm wearing my Tala TOOTOOSIS skirt later, so stay tuned. Kidding.
So next up, we have a shout out from Saskatchewan Rush, Jeff Shatler. Here we go. Stay tuned.
Hey guys, Jeff Shalley here, number 77 Saskatchewan Rush. I just want to wish everybody a happy National Indigenous Peoples Day and a big shout out to Wanuskewin. Enjoy your day, be safe, and we'll see you all soon.
Good day, everybody. We are the Boyers from Saskatoon. We're got our good friend Barry Day with us, so we're going to play some music for you today for National Aboriginal Peoples Day here at Wanuskewin Heritage Park. Take it away, Dallas. Looking on a KALYN, coming down the railroad track. Looking on a KALYN, coming down the railroad track. It's the orange blossom special, bringing my baby back. Happy Aboriginal Day, everybody. Stay safe and take care.
My name is Sai Standing. My Dakota name is Wakayanaji. The importance of summer solstice to Dakota Wichoka is that it's a day of, this is when we conduct our most sacred ceremony, is the Sundance. So that's, in the old days, this was the day we had our Sundance, or start our Sundance. So that's the most important and the longest day of the year. So that's the most important of it.
Hey everyone, happy Indigenous Peoples Day. I am so blessed to be able to invite you all to enjoy the celebrations. I remember way back when in the mid-90s, when we began this project, issues like things like digging up the bones of our ancestors, issues like popping at the mic as we're recording, issues like, what does Wanuskewin mean to you? Those were prominent issues on our agenda. Today, we live in a world where our whole world has been upside down, changed upside down, and we are, as we envisioned way back then, interdependent beings. That is, we need to support one another. We need to treat each other with kindness and compassion. And again, I want to do a shout out to all the visitors, all the dignitaries, all the people coming and still yet to come to enjoy these wide open skies, the hills that I remember so, and the camaraderie of the people who come to Wanuskewin. So again, happy Indigenous Peoples Day. And this is a shout out welcoming you all to the celebrations.
Wow, those were some really good Métis like fiddle dances. Every time me and Janelle listen to fiddle music, we just dance and dance and dance and dance. So it was really nice seeing that. We want to also remind you to, get your cousins and your aunties and your uncles and your ex-aunties and your ex-cousins and all your snags to share and watch this. We're going to have some really great performances coming up.
And if there's somebody you want to send a shout out to, be sure to leave a comment and we'll read as much as we can.
I wanted to just say hi to TOOTOOSIS again and Helen Oro for letting me wear this beautiful piece, and to Janice Akus for sharing her wisdom and her knowledge. She's a distant relative of mine, but everybody's a distant relative of mine in Saskatchewan.
Across Turtle Island. We're cousins somehow, I think.
You just want to be my cousin so bad.
You're in Treaty 6 territory, girl.
I know. Yeah. After this, we're cousins, okay? Tell everybody. Share it. Tweet it. Hashtag it.
All right, well, let's read some comments that people are posting. So we will say hi to Janine, Corey, Curtis, Penny, and who else is there? I can't read the rest.
And also, you guys, don't be shy. Just say something. We're here to, celebrate our, Indigenous heritage. Tell us where you're from. Tell us your favorite. It used to be called Aboriginal Day memory. Share all of those things with us, and we'll share it with whoever's on this feed. Thank you all for sharing this link so far. Who do we have up next?
Up next, we will have a shout out from Kim Coates.
Happy National Indigenous Peoples Day. It's June the 21st, 2020. My boy Andrew McDonald reminded me that I needed to say hello to everybody. And Wanuskewin, much love. Dr. Ernie Walker taking me on that incredible tour last year and teaching me all about the Northern Plains and everything that goes along with it. I wish you all the best. It's a crazy world we're living in right now, but we will get through this. And happy National Indigenous Peoples Day. So much love from this Saskatoon boy to use.
Welcome back. Next up, we have our interpretive guide, Honey Constant, who will be talking about the bison pound. Stay tuned.
We're here at the Buffalo Pound down in the valley. So right behind me is this bison corral, where another way we used to hunt bison here in the valley. Basically, what you wanted to do is use bison's behaviors against them. What we know about bison is they want to find the easiest route down a hill. So we have two hillsides here, and we know that their pathway is going to be right here. Now, the corral behind me is a lot smaller. Usually corrals are about the size of a whale or 2 school buses long or wide. And how you use them is you build the walls higher than their eye level. You put some brush or branches in between so no light comes through. And to even further trick the bison to think that they're stuck inside or in a herd and that they're calm, you put the bison robes over top. And the thing about bisons, they have very poor eyesight, but a very good sense of smell and hearing. So you don't want to use this hunt back to back. Otherwise, the bison can smell the last hunt or the blood in the earth, which means they're not going to come near this area at all. Now, we're going to go over to our dancers, which is WYATT and CAMDEN. They are doing men's traditional.
Wow, that was amazing. I love watching those powwow dancers. Like, it just brings you back to summertime, and I really hope that we get to experience going to the powwow, because that's one of my favorite things to do, is go to powwows in the summertime and just, you know, meet with family and meet with cousins and drink lemonade. That's too sweet. I wanted to also say that today is a very special day because it's Father's Day, so happy Father's Day to my daddy out in Toronto. I'll let her say happy Father's Day too. Also, it's a very special time here in the world. I just wanted to say that we stand with Black Lives Matter. I've seen so many of them, of my cousins, go to the rallies and really stand up and be there, because we all need to stick together and it all affects us. And yeah, I just wanted to say that in the most sensitive way I could. Thank you.
Okay, up next, who do we have there, Natanis?
We have a really special like shout out, I think you should would call it, from a guy named Dreezus, who he's got a tattoo of my chat band, Chief Pie Pot, on his arm, and so I'm always like, so that's what intrigued me at first. But he's a really good artist, and yeah, we're gonna hear from him. He's a rapper, and he's actually from Saskatchewan, so that's pretty cool. We have another person too.
Okay.
Tansi, Ani Buju. Hello, what's up? It's your boy Dreezus, and I want to wish all my 306s, all my homeland people, a happy Indigenous Peoples Day. Celebrate yourself, fam. Celebrate your family. Celebrate your people. But do not forget to protect your spirit in these crazy times. Take care of yourselves, fam. Have a good day. Mugwitch. Peace.
Good afternoon. We are proud again this year to partner with Wanuskewin to virtually celebrate National Indigenous Peoples Day. Music, dance, storytelling, interpretation of the Valley, and exploring the history of the land are all part of this live and interactive virtual celebration. Our strongest partnerships are the ones in which we are able to find common ground. Through Wanuskewin, an ancient relationship with the land has for generations been an important tie, connecting people from different places, cultures, and traditions in the pursuit of nourishment and a sense of belonging. Today we celebrate with First Nations, Métis, and Inuit people. Tomorrow and every day we stand with Indigenous people in calling for an end to systemic racism and ensuring equal justice and opportunities for all. We are encouraged to see the world stand with us. Nutrien is proud to stand with Wanuskewin to recognize and celebrate the history, culture, and spirit of those who were first on these lands. Have a great day.
Wow, what powerful words from such important people in the community. You know, Dreezus has made a song called Warpath, and it was almost like an anthem for people that went to Standing Rock. And, you know, he's done a lot of really cool songs with a message, and I've seen him grow as an artist from, you know, rapping, and I called him on it, you know, as a journalist. I'm like, you know, some of your stuff used to be misogynistic, and now he's a family man. He's got, you know, 2 new babies and a wonderful wife, and it just goes to show you that Indigenous fathers, Indigenous men heal, and when they heal, we all heal. And you know, that's breaking cycles, and that's what's going to help end things like systemic racism, what we just heard. So thank you, Jesus.
So coming up next, we have our senior archaeology guide, WYATT, who will be interpreting the Trail of Discovery overlooking the valley. Stay tuned.
Thanks, Natanis and Janelle. My name is WYATT, and I'm the senior archaeology interpreter here at Wanuskewin. Now, this is the Opimihow Creek Valley and the Opimihow Creek behind me, where people have lived for over 6,000 years. Starting 6,400 years ago in the northernmost part of the valley, we see signs of people living here, which they did right up until the signing of Treaty 6 back in 1876. So for over 6,000 years, people came from across the plains to live, to hunt, and practice ceremony here at what is now Wanuskewin. We see this in the archaeology sites that we find throughout the valley, and they tell us of all different activities and of every cultural group on the northern plains being here at some point. So this was really a gathering place for everybody to come together for thousands of years. The valley itself was the perfect place to live just because it's shelter from the winds that can get pretty strong here on the prairies for both people and animals. There's a creek running through it, which meant there was a source of water. There's different plants that grow down there, which was food for the animals and for people. So that's what makes it such a special place to live. The valley itself was formed by the glaciers that covered this land. As they retreated, the water carved out the valley and made it into what we see here today. Now I'll send it over to Randy Lynn, our jingle dress dancer.
Such a healing dance. I always love watching that. It always makes me feel so good inside. And I was told to read some of the shout outs. And so then I look at the shout outs and it's just my family and my friends. So
keep sharing the page.
I know. So shout out to Cookum Cora, Cookum Lillian, Mushum, all the Obies out there, all the pie pots, and one of our university people. I used to live with her actually when I was in university.
I did too. Shannon.
She shacked us both up, not at the same time. Shannon, hey, what's up, girl?
Yeah, I used to live with Shannon too, BC time, before child. So that was our crazy Inca days, but
just taking in some just crazy Cree girls and shit.
I want to give a shout out to everybody in my home community, Beardies and Okamasas Cree Nation, and everybody in Treaty 6 territory.
And I want to say hi to my friends in Winnipeg, you crazy buggers. Everybody watching, if you want to say a special hi, please comment. So far, it's just our friends. But we see that you're watching, so we know that you're there. And Janelle wanted to talk about something, and she wants to share. I wanted to know too, like, what's your favorite Aboriginal Day? And I'm saying Aboriginal because that's what it used to be called, National Aboriginal Day. What's your favorite National Aboriginal Day memory?
I don't think I have one memory like that comes to mind. I think all of them were pretty memorable because when I celebrated this day was also usually Treaty Day in my reserve. So getting that money was very something that everybody looks forward to. And then, you know, like listening to the Boyers play their fiddle music, it kind of brought back memories growing up in my Manda's family home, and we would always listen to fiddle music with my late Mushum and my family that's watching right now. So shout out to everybody and those that were playing the fiddle music, the Boyers. And what about you, Natanis? What kind of memories do you have about National Indigenous Peoples Day?
Ooh, ones that I can actually say on camera. Just kidding. My favorite Aboriginal Day was when I was living in Winnipeg and working as a national correspondent for APTN National News. They always have such a big celebration down at the Forks, which is a very important spot for Indigenous people who gathered there for thousands of years. And so Leonard Sumner was playing, and I got to eat lunch with him before he went on, and then seeing him on stage just absolutely kill it. And then, of course, seeing A Tribe Called Red play when they were the original members, and, you know, getting to hang out with people afterwards was amazing. And being in Winnipeg during National Indigenous Peoples Day is amazing. You know, you get your face painted with feathers, or real Nietzsche, and and you know, you just hang out with your friends, and it's a time of pride. It's the solstice. Things are changing, and it just brings a big sense of pride for me. Yeah. So up next.
So how about we go to our Facebook comments? So can you read some comments there, Natanis, and see who wants some shout outs?
Yes, I can. I actually seen that people started mad shouting out. We have Cree Autumn Sunrise Long John. Shout out to my sister, Honey. She's an awesome archaeologist and interpreter. We have Candace Long John, and she says, "Hey, Honey, and Katie, great job, ladies. Happy Indigenous Day, everybody." Juliana McLean says, "LOL, treaty money.
$5.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was a little
what kind of hosts are we? Juliana McLean says, "Randy is so beautiful." And that is shout out to my McLean family and Burns relatives and James Smith. I want to say hi to everybody in Stanley Mission. I went up there to do some work, and I hope to go back again soon. It's beautiful up there. So.
It is beautiful. It was my first time going up north last week to cover a story in Lac La Ronge Indian Band. That was my first time, and I actually saw 2 bears. And
don't lie.
No, I didn't. I I wanted to get out of the car to take pictures of them closer, but yeah,
I
my
didn't see
boyfriend
those
didn't want
pictures.
that. So, but it's very beautiful. I really intend on going back this summer, maybe berry picking. And northern Saskatchewan is a very beautiful territory.
Are you
So
gonna
shout out to you guys up there.
Are you gonna share your secret berry picking patch?
Oh, no.
No. Okay. Guandan. Anyways, so you know what we have coming up next is a really cool band that I have yet to see in person, and I have to see it because my friend Leroy is just obsessed with them. He's a fangirl over them. He drove all the way from northern Manitoba to Saskatoon to see them for one night. Black Rain. I haven't seen them personally. I've heard really good things about them. Have you seen them?
Yeah, I have seen them, and I know Eagle Feather News has featured them a few times in our newspaper. So these are a band from Atakakoop Cree Nation. Here they are, Black Rain.
You're always on my mind. Oh, maybe all the time. And I know it's true. I do it all for you. I jump out of an airplane. Stare down a roaring freight train and across the ocean. I climb the highest mountain. Do it all for you. Do it all for you. Hell, anything for you. Drown myself with pain. Then I do it all again. More pains or ups and downs, just broken hearts and frowns. And I know someday I'll see you. Until then, I'll always miss you. I jump out of an airplane, stare down a roaring freight train. I swim across the ocean. I climb the highest mountain.
Thank you, Wee. That's Ryan. I'm Jamie. We're Black Rain from about hour and a half from here, a place called the Atakakoop Reserve. And The last song was a Marlena song. This next song is a new-ish song. It's called Crazy. Hope you guys enjoy.
Crazy and A.
Just like we're losing track of all the things we had, and we keep falling down, we keep on losing our large egos and our hearts. Well, I know you think there's nothing more to say, and I know you know that I call sometime, but you just look away and say he's crazy, oh, he's crazy, just plain crazy. Oh, 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 oh. They say it's over now, and I should just move on. Find somebody new to take your place. And I tried so hard, but I just can't move on. There's things in this life you can't replace. Well, I know you think there's nothing more to say, and I know you know that I take some time. You just look away and say he's crazy, oh, he's crazy, just plain crazy. Oh, 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 Is it crazy to love someone so much? Is it crazy to want her to feel her touch? Is it crazy to want her back again when everything tells you that it's the end? No, I'm crazy. Oh, I'm crazy. Just plain crazy. Oh, crazy in love with her. Oh, well, I go crazy for you, baby. Crazy for you, baby. Crazy for you, baby. Crazy, I go crazy for you. Crazy in the pouring rain. Crazy, I go crazy insane. Crazy, I think I'm going insane. Crazy, I go crazy for you. Thank you.
Danse. My name is Darlene Brander. I'm the CEO of Wanuskewin Heritage Park, and I'm also a member of the Red Earth Swampy Cree First Nation in Northeast Saskatchewan. It's my pleasure and honor to bring you greetings on behalf of the park, on behalf of the staff, on behalf of the board of directors, and on behalf of the elders on this National Indigenous Peoples Day. Welcome. You know, this year's going to be a little bit different. We're going to be doing programming online, but what's not going to be different are the quality of performers that are going to join us. You're in for a really good time and a treat because we've got some phenomenal performers that will be here with us during the day. We've got some great programming that we think that you're going to really enjoy, and we hope that you join us, your family joins us, and as a community, we can together celebrate Plains Indigenous cultures and all other Indigenous cultures on this, our day, National Indigenous Peoples Day. So I'd like to also thank the sponsors that made this day for Wanuskewin a reality. Nutrium, thank you so much. We really appreciate the support, and we appreciate you tuning in to join us. Thanks so much, everyone. I hope you have a great day. Thanks.
Aninzaba. My name is Felix Thomas, Chairman of the Board for Wanuskewin Heritage Park. On behalf of the Board of Directors of Wanuskewin, I wish everyone a great National Indigenous Peoples Day. 2020 has been an eventful year for humankind. Challenges and events of 2020 have highlighted the need for places like Wanuskewin. Wanuskewin has been documenting the contributions of First Nations for the last 6,000 years and will continue to do so. Wanuskewin means being at peace with oneself, and this is important in these turbulent times. We welcome everyone back to our opening in September and wish you all a great year.
All amazing speakers, of course, and we want to wish you guys happy Indigenous Peoples Day. From us to you. We want to really get some of these Facebook comments that are rolling in finally. You might notice that we did a quick change. Janelle is all about shopping local, shopping Indigenous, and all that type of stuff. So I have earrings from Helen Oro, and I have a beautiful dress from TOOTOOSIS. I'm also wearing Cheekbone Beauty. I'm wearing the lipstick Buffy, my auntie. For real though.
They're very beautiful.
Everyone's teasing me about it. And also I did hair and makeup by a local Indigenous makeup artist called April Dawn. She is amazing and has a big following on Facebook. And Instagram. She's Instagram famous, and she does Indigenous beauty and makes everyone feel beautiful all the time. So thank you to her.
And a big, huge thank you to my sister / niece, Kirsten Mandis, who's out in my res beardies. She's the one who lent me this beautiful dress that's been made by a very well-known designer in the U.S., and also the earrings that were made from my friend Anna Obi from Piapot First Nation.
Woo! Piapot in the house, always doing good things. Anyways, Janelle, do you want to do some shout outs, or do you want me to do some shout outs?
How about let's do both?
Okay, we got Hey Tyra Ewanin, Tristan, Auntie misses you, and I'm so proud of your boxing career. My nephew is a champion boxer, and he travels all across Canada and the States, knocking people out in a good way. And hi, Uncle Roger Ross. I love you too. And Margaret Masney just says hi. And Jesse Ramo from Calgary. Hi, how are you? Rest in peace, Munga, Tawny, Piepot, Harlan. What's up, brother? I finally made it. Just kidding. I'm totally kidding. I kid way too much. They're like, be yourself. And I'm like, Okay.
I don't know if you want to do that. Getting two Inca grads together in the same room? Come on.
Oh my God.
You don't even know the stories to begin with.
Okay, anyways. We're gonna go to Katie.
Katie Willie. We're going to go to Katie Willie. So she is going to be talking about something. Sorry.
There was a last minute change and we're going to go to Katie now.
Stay tuned.
Thanks, Natanis and Janelle. Here we are at the Wolf Willow Archaeology Site, and this site is where we have been excavating since 2010. So 10 years of excavation here at Wolf Willow makes it the longest site, or the longest amount of time we've been at one site in the valley, and it's the 9th site to be excavated. So archaeology started out here at Wanuskewin in the early 1980s, and ever since we've been going through the valley and looking at different sites to learn about how people lived here in the past and why. And a lot of what we find as archaeologists can tell us the why part. So we find bison bones in numbers that don't even compare to a lot of other sites. There's just so many, which tells us that there were a lot of bison in the area and it was a really good place for people to hunt. And we see that with the other types of archaeology sites here. Wolf Willow is a campsite. So this is one of the places where people lived. Being a nice large flat area, it would have been really easy to live right here. The creek is nearby and just a really nice spot. And people started living here 4,400 years ago and did so right up until around 400 or 500 years ago. So for a long time, people would come and live right here in this spot. And now we have Lauren Oakes dancing Fancy Shawl.
Danse, my name is Juliana McLean, and I'm here with you at the beautiful Wanuskewin Heritage Park on Treaty 6 territory in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. This is my friend that you can visit here. What is your name?
Hey, Danse!
Danse.
Yes, I'm doing real good. Well, I go by many different names. The Cree people, they call me Pascual Mustus. Can you say Pascual Mustus, Juliana?
I'm going to give it a shot. Pascual Mustus.
Pascual Mustus. That specifically means the buffalo or the bison of the plains. Can everybody say Pascual Mustus? Pascual Mustus.
Pascual Mustus.
There you go.
Hey. Now your family and my family had a relationship on this land. Can you tell me a little bit about it?
Well, my history, my stories, would be passed down in the same way the Cree people and a lot of our Indigenous people's stories have been passed down, word of mouth. And I can tell you that these lands right here in Wanuskewin Heritage Park, a lot of that relationship was born out of necessity and respect. Wagotuin is a Cree word that we use for relationships. That can be amongst humans and animals. Bisiskiwak. Isn't that amazing?
That is amazing. Can you please say that word again? The one that started with the letter P?
Bisiskiwak means animals. Animals. That can include Pascual Mustus, which is Nia, Nida, Nina, or it could include the beaver, a misquak, or it can even include fish and birds. Bisiskiwak.
Bisiskiwak.
Can you say Bisisku?
Bisisku.
Bisiskuwak.
Biskiskuwak.
You got it. And remember, if you want to learn our language, the Cree language, of course, you must always try. Bigisquewin is what we say for language. Can you say Bigisquewin?
Bigisquewin.
Good job, Big West.
You're a good teacher.
Hi, thank you. Kinanaskumitin.
Kinanaskumitin.
Today, the world's booming population looms like a storm on the horizon. Some forecast another 2 billion mouths to feed by the year 2050. Whatever tomorrow brings, one company will be fully prepared for it. Introducing Nutrien, an agricultural leader that brings Potash Corp and Agrium together. Now the largest combined producer of potash, nitrogen, and phosphate, Nutrien offers an unparalleled distribution platform, including more than 1,500 local farm centers and generations of farming expertise, all of which can help farmers produce more per acre. Together, we provide products that are from the earth and for the earth. Nutrien, feeding the future.
Welcome back. And we had a special presentation about the bison that returned back to the plains here at Wanuskewin. Speaking of bison, we have a special guest.
Oh my God, who is it?
Pascual Mustus.
You guys, she was just dying to say that, by the way. Can you speak any more Cree?
Upsee Spuggle, just a little bit. So.
Oh, she's deadly.
Oh, I know, I'm very deadly, girl.
Can I hold it?
Oh, okay. You gotta give it back though.
Oh, okay. A real Cree just never to be seen again. Over a little stuffed animal. I'll see you at a powwow and I won't even look at you. I'll just take off. take off to the porta potties. Oh,
I remember I came here yesterday to Wanuskewin, and when I was driving, I pulled up and I seen all the bison and the baby ones all just lined up by the fence. And I wanted to go a little closer, but there's like a little stream or slough in the ditch, so I didn't want to get my feet all dirty. But they're so cute. And did you know it's been 150 years since the bison has been on the plains here at Wanuskewin? Isn't that cool?
I think it's long overdue. And yeah, every time we go by the bison, my boyfriend gets real traditional and goes and lays down tobacco and says a little prayer, and I'm just sitting watching him from the car. You
should be joining him.
I know. No, I'm just kidding. I join him. We have moments like that, but they're too sacred for TV. That's what we should call this, too sacred for TV. Just kidding.
Okay, let's check out some comments from the Facebook page. So who do we have here?
You brought out the buffalo, so now I have to bring up my Facebook because Janelle ran out of minutes.
No, I didn't. Don't believe her. She ran out of her data plan, so she's going through the Wi-Fi here at Wanuskewin.
She walked in and the first thing she said was, "What's the Wi-Fi code?" And they didn't give it to her, so she ran out of minutes. And she's acting like it's not true. This is a distraction, by the way. Here you go. And I'll let you read some of your old snags comments here. Just kidding. Mandy Celibus says, much respect to you all. Thanks for all you do, and thank you for going live today. Happy Father's Day to all you dads out there and the moms whom are doing both.
Okay, so who did we just...
And we have Cree Autumn Sunrise Long John. Shout out to the, I'm sorry if I'm saying this wrong, Pascuawa Mostos. You would have
Pascua Mostos.
There you go. And we have Juliana McLean, Wanuskewin interpreters are Row.
We have somebody named Owen Barry. I apologize if I butcher your name, who wants to give a shout out to everyone and the Plains Bison at Wanuskewin. Thank you so much for what you do and represent. Good job. We have a comment from Lindell Haywahay from CTK. She says, hey ladies, Inca.
What up?
We have another one, Alana Okani, Tansa. Shout out to the beautiful hostesses. Happy Indigenous Peoples Day, everyone. Smiley face.
Yay. And so, sorry, I'm having something going on with my earpiece. We have secret earpieces that they hook us up with. And
they tell us secrets through.
They tell us, Natanis, you need to quit saying deadly every 5 minutes. We should play a game. How many times Natanis says deadly? Kidding.
Okay, that sounds like a plan. Okay, next we have Warren Paul. Say hi to Dallas and Phil and the Feel and Dancer. Did I get that right? We have Henry Boss Gardapiece as Tonset Boss. Black Rain National Tour 2021 by Lee Ehaniku.
And so coming up, we have a video from Honey Constant. She is one of the interpreters, and she's going to talk about the bison jump overlooking the Opema Creek Juniper Flats in the South Saskatchewan River. And we have TJ Warren performing the Prairie Chicken Dance.
Thank you, Notanis and Janelle. We are here at Opimahau Bison Jump, which is the second jump here in the valley. But we also have a beautiful view of the entire valley and the South Saskatchewan River. So in our valley, we have 6,000 years of human occupation. And in that in total time, there's lots of stories that can be heard in the sound of the birds, the way that the flowers dance, and the way that the wind blows. So in our valley, we have an abundance of medicinal plants. And depending on where you are in the valley, they could be near the water or in damp areas or just completely exposed. And we'll talk a little bit more about that later on. But here at the park, we also have the most northerly known documented medicine wheel in all of the plains. People believe that medicine wheels connect to the stars, but only 2 out of 206 medicine wheels in the plains actually do. So we believe that medicine wheels signify a significant time and place, or person, or event in history. So that's a little bit about our park, and we're going over to TJ Warren, men's prairie chicken dance.
That's my favorite dance to watch. Whenever we're at the powwow, I'm like, my boyfriend's got to go get me a poutine or something, and I just like to watch. Just kidding. I'd like to say hi to a viewer named Neil, all the way from Ontario. Hey, Neil, how's it going? And also, I wanted to say I have this lovely skirt that I have to, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. I have to get it resized. It's nice and roomy. But also, see, look at this, just the beautiful, like, this is Tala TOOTOOSIS' work. She's actually pregnant right now. And so this is my Indian name, Dancing with the Morning Star. And so she made this for me. And I on such a rush order, both me and Janelle, for this really cool event. And also, I think it's really important to say, especially on Father's Day, to honor the late Tyrone TOOTOOSIS, who was instrumental in creating Wanuskewin and instrumental in making sure that Indigenous knowledge was, Indigenous protocol was done to make this space here and keep it sacred and keep it untouched. And there's lots of really good work being done here, and I think it's important to look at the past and recognize all of the amazing work that that man did. So hi to him.
Sorry, just smiling.
No.
So next we're gonna go back to our Facebook comments. So we have Edna Tandem, beautiful skirts, lovely work. The one skirt I'm wearing is from my sister niece. We also have Juliana McLean, stunning view of the river valley. Wanuskewin is such a beautiful place. We also have hi from Hyben, Montana, from Ron Kelly. Welcome. We also have more people watching, so definitely if you want to send out more shout outs, leave a comment and we'll definitely get your message out there.
Also, my earrings are from Megan Fiddler, who lives in Manitoba. So we have lots of really cool people who made beautiful earrings like this happen, and such artistry and good sewers and stuff like that. Did you want to introduce the next person that's coming up?
Yes, next we have Phil and Dallas Boyer for another fiddle music set. Woo-hoo! Here we go and enjoy. Get your moccasins ready.
Yeah.
before breakfast and a little bit of St. Anne's Reel for you. Have a happy Aboriginal Peoples Day, everyone. From Wanuskewin, have a great day.
My name is Tara Jansen, and I'm the Director of Development at Wanuskewin. Today, I'd like to thank Nutrien, the presenting sponsor of National Indigenous Peoples Day at the park. Nutrien has been a wonderful supporter of all of our activities as the lead donor for the Thundering Ahead Capital campaign, presenting sponsor of National Indigenous Peoples Day, Culture Week, and Kona Winter Festival. We're so grateful to the team at Nutrien who continues to come up with great ideas, creative ways to connect with people, and supports our staff. We hope that you enjoy the festivities from your living room this afternoon and wish you a very happy National Indigenous Peoples Day.
Hi everyone, City Councillor Hilary Goff here. Happy National Indigenous Peoples Day. It's so good to be able to connect with you even from afar today. I'm a little sad to not be going down to the park and out to Wanuskewin to celebrate, but I think that Wanuskewin's done a great job of showing us that we can celebrate differently this year and that it's part of what we can do every day and Wanuskewin does every day. So I want to thank the team for their creativity. Thank you for joining, and thank you for having me as part of your celebrations on this really important day.
Hi, we're back and we're in our final pieces. We just keep changing. My piece is from all the way from the States. I'll just stand up for a second. I feel like Vanna White. This piece was created from, it was created for an award I won in Toronto by my dear cousin, Agnes Woodward, and I really wanted to make sure that I wore it today because she is so special. She actually made me a ribbon skirt one time out of nowhere. I didn't know that she was making it for me. And it was a picture of my late mother, and she sewed it, and we were both holding hands, and then she sent it in the mail to me, and I just cried. And like, she's just such a gentle soul. And she also made over 100 skirts for the Missing and Murdered Indigenous Women and Girls Conference that we had in Regina. She made over 100 ribbon skirts, and they were immaculate. And she actually, you know, even after it was over, she did her job and made sure everyone got a skirt for the families affected. So I just really want to send a shout out to her and her family in the States, if they happen to be watching, and all my family and my partner Serene. I love you so much. And to Chris for making this all happen. He's a really cool guy. And to Janelle for always being there for me, and you know, she's always down to do these types of events, and we always try to educate people about Indigenous journalism, Indigenous representation in the media, especially for Indigenous women. And so she's a great resource and someone really fun to laugh with. And you know, it's our first time doing something like this, so thank you all for laughing and having a good time with us. I think it was good. I had such a good Indigenous Peoples Day.
Yeah, it's not like what we're used to. I know, like, everybody's out there on National Indigenous Peoples Day celebrating across Turtle Island in different ways in the yesteryears. But this year, because of COVID-19, everything kind of moved to virtual celebrations. So we wanted to ensure that we would celebrate this day with everyone, and to ensure that, like, everybody's shout outs gets read. And it has been a pleasure doing this with you, Natanis. we go way back, like I said earlier, and it's just nice to do these kind of little activities with you again. It makes us feel like we're back in the classroom fooling around, getting yelled at by the professor.
I know, we were always the one getting cheeky and getting separated like we were in grade school, and it's just, yeah. So anyways, your favorite aunties are here, and
give us your last, this is your last chance to give some shout outs for National Indigenous Peoples Days. If there's somebody that you want to wish Happy Father's Day to, be sure to comment below, and then we'll definitely get to everybody's. Let's go to it right now. Natanis, you want to read
I want to say hi to Miranda Alfred. She's watching from Winnipeg. I love you, girl. You know that. Dorothy Walker says watching from New Carlisle. Just kidding. New Carlisle, Quebec. Stacy Yvonne says beautiful skirt, Janelle. Lombert,
that's my sister.
Where out of North Dakota. Curtis Standing says Magaju Sapa # Black Rain.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to my Sweat family out at my mom and dad's out in Beardy's right now. Stacy Yvonne's one of them, and I would like to also say hi to everybody. My dad, I'm sorry I can't be there right now to spend Father's Day, but I'll be home after the show is done.
Yeah. Auntie Linny, all my cousins again, my brother Eric, don't be a bad kid. And I think, you know what? I think that's it. I think we, if we have one last performance, that'll be good. But this is the last you'll hear from us. Give us some feedback. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Facebook. Send us DMs. Just kidding. No, don't.
We'll get in trouble by our old men. I want to give a big, huge thank yous to going out to Wanuskewin, going out to Nutrien, who were the sponsors for today's show, GB Entertainment, the interpretive guide dancers, singers, and musicians. So thanks everyone for joining us on National Indigenous Peoples Day through virtual celebrations.
Woohoo!
So next, send us home there, Katie and Lawrence. Have a great day, everyone, and happy Father's Day.
Bye.
Thank you, Janelle and Natanis. So here we are now at the bison viewing platform, and behind me are the fields where we have our herd of bison. So in December of 2019, we welcomed back 6 babies from Grasslands National Park and 5 from a herd down in the United States. And now we have 15 bison altogether, because of the 5 from the United States, 4 were pregnant and they gave birth to some babies in April and May, just a few weeks ago. And so having those 15 bison here has been really, really special for us. Returning bison to the park has always been a goal of Wanuskewin since it began in the 1980s. And seeing that come to fruition this year was monumental for the park. And having them give birth shortly after arriving and having that new life here was a sign of how the park is re-emerging into a brand new center and becoming something new and improved this year. And to bring these bison back, we had to not only prepare the center and the staff and the area, but also return the land back to native prairie grasses. So this field was agricultural for over 100 years, and to return it to native grasses has been challenging. It involves looking right down at the soil bacteria up to the plants and then the animals and birds that live in the grasslands ecosystem. So that's something we've been working hard on, and we are continuing to go forward with as the bison have come back. And now we have hoop dancer Lawrence Roy Jr.